A consumer first alert now about a possible scam with a very interesting twist. An Action 2 News viewer received this smartwatch in the mail, and they didn't pay for it, they didn't order it. He tells us he was concerned, wondering if it would put his security at risk if he were to turn it on and then connect it to his phone. Tammy Ellett joins us now, as she always does, to preview these consumer first alerts. So, freebie in the mail, sounds great. Red flags?
Yeah, oh, for sure, right? He was right on this one. So I asked right away. I went to our WBAY IT manager.
Okay.
Let him take a look at this. And yeah, so it says smart bracelet, kind of cheap packaging here. It says your health steward. It's connecting to your apps, to your phone, right? That's what you do with the smartwatch.
Sure.
He said right away off the bat, the concern would be that if you would connect this to your phone, that it potentially then has access to all of your information, right? And where is that going?
So the concern is it turns into a transmitter for whatever you're doing.
Right. I mean, and here's the thing, Chris, about this. So, it says kind of what a smartwatch does. It calls it your health steward. So it's, it tracks your steps, your heart rate, but it also has, and social media apps too. And then a couple of WeChat and QQ Music, which I had not heard of. They're Chinese apps. And it seems that the app that goes along with this watch also is Chinese, but who's on the other end, the receiving end of this, you don't know.
All right, so if we don't know who's on the receiving end, have we been able to determine in your investigations who was on the sending end of this?
Yes, so very, very sparse information. And I also reached out to the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau saying, do you know anything about this? The company is called Smart Bracelet. Is that a company? I don't know. It's a P.O. box in Seal Beach, California. Tried tracking that down. There's a phone number connected to the P.O. box. No one answers on that. So yeah, real questionable. And so yeah, not a lot known about this, but the person who sent this to me said, I want to share this with you because I don't want it. Very smart to not, access this, open it up, power it up, whatever, you would typically do.
What do we know about the frequency of this? Is this a one-off? Have you heard of this before once you started talking to people about this?
So the thing that I told him, I said, it sounds like a brushing scam to me, which we've talked about most recently around the holidays. And what that is basically that third-party sellers, often Amazon or just companies, kind of rogue companies, if you want to call it that, will send cheap products. It makes it look like it's called brushing up their reviews, their ratings, their sales. Okay, and they're sending these things. And I've talked to the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau about this, and that's what they thought this was, a brushing scam. But they said they don't have any reports of people getting smartwatches in the mail. But I'm going to tell you, since I did my story this morning on Action 2 News this morning, I had another viewer call and say, I saw this and I got one of those recently, did the same thing, didn't power it up, didn't turn it on because was concerned, of course, and it's an electronic device. And, if it's connecting to your devices, you could be putting your personal information at risk.
All right, that's the red flag, and that's the advice. Don't do it, but what you should do is watch this coming up today on Consumer First Alerts on Action 2 News at 5. Tammy, thanks.